Welcome, friends, to part 3 of the corruption game. My name is Aaron Flynn. Welcome to my channel, Impeach Fascism. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to click through and give a quick summary of the introduction in part 2 for those who missed those. I'm presenting the third in my series, the 2025 Game of Corruption. In this game, we'll have the corrupt game master duo, Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Like that friend, you would never let be the banker in Monopoly, right? The objective for Trump and Musk will be to accumulate wealth and power while avoiding accountability and responsibility to the average American citizen. Trump will push agenda for oligarchs, and Musk will increase wealth on public funds. Trump and Musk will use their influence to accumulate wealth, avoid taxes, and prioritize interests of wealthy over everyday citizens. The players will be Trump, the master of business maneuvering, Elon Musk, the tech tycoon, leveraging public subsidies, the legislators as facilitators to Trump and Musk, and the American public as pawns struggling to survive in this game. There will be power moves used by Trump and Musk. Trump and Musk will also use fraudulent tactics. Trump and Musk will use misdirection to funnel money into their own pockets, creating distraction and using media platforms to avoid the spotlight on their own shady dealings. The public struggle will be rising inequality, with wealth increasingly concentrated in the hands of a few. Trump and Musk design a system where they control the rules and everyone else pays the price. Next, we dive deeper into how scams, political fundraising, Trump-branded merchandise, cryptocurrency, and foreign actors would be pivotal in the corruption game. In this game, as dealmaker, the person who plays the role of Trump is king of business scams, manipulating both the system and people around him to profit off questionable deals to maximize wealth without ever truly delivering on promises. In the business scams portion of the game, this player will have the advantage of fake business deals that seem profitable but are set up to only benefit Trump and his associates, leading to minimal returns for anyone except himself. In the campaign hustle portion of the game, the Trump player will use various political fundraising tactics to line his own pockets. The Trump player will use political campaign to enrich Trump, draining the funds of his supporters, but also allowing foreign actors to control his decisions. Through the sale of Trump-branded merchandise sold to people desperate to buy into his image. Players buy and sell various Trump-branded items like hats, shirts, and souvenirs, meanwhile get nothing of value beyond the branding. Trump and Musk team up to exploit cryptocurrency in an increasingly unregulated space, using it as a tool for untraceable transactions, money laundering, and digital asset manipulation. Both Trump and Musk are given a special ability to manipulate cryptocurrency markets and hide the origins of illicit wealth, making it difficult for authorities to track the flow of money. Foreign governments and wealthy international figures assist Trump and Musk by providing covert support, investments, and influence in exchange for favors and political maneuvering. In return, Trump and Musk provide them with access, contracts, or the ability to shape U.S. policy in their favor. Trump and Musk receive support from foreign governments or international billionaires who help fund their operations, buy their products, or fund their political campaigns. Trump and Musk can gain political leverage by influencing elections, policy decisions, or business deals in other countries, often in return for secretive favors. This unlocks global power, allowing them to bypass domestic regulations and laws. Trump and Musk will use a combination of these strategies to dominate the game. They will manipulate markets, create an illusion of success while siphoning off public money, engage in covert dealings with foreign actors, further consolidating their power while avoiding scrutiny. Meanwhile, the average citizen will be forced to navigate through the mess, constantly trying to keep up with misinformation, soaring prices, and the feeling that the game is rigged. By the end, Trump and Musk's wealth and influence might be untraceable, while the public is left to question if they can ever win in a system designed to benefit the powerful. This version of the game pits power and manipulation against transparency and justice. Who will come out on top? Will the public ever manage to break the cycle, or will the game continue indefinitely? Wait, are we the people powerless? Let's see how this game plays out when you add a new rule considering the powers of the state and legal accountability with the absence of presidential pardon influence to affect the game. Let's also consider the January 6th rioters and their role in the bigger corruption scheme when we think about the new rules of the game. Let's expand the corruption game further with these mechanics. In the expanded game mechanics, we will have the powers of the state resistance, the presidential pardon and state limitations, the pardon block, the January 6th rioters, the insurrectionists, and the state resistance. States have their own unique powers and responsibilities. The goal here is to use state-level laws, lawsuits, and investigations to challenge the manipulations of Trump, Musk, and their other corrupt players. In the state resistance portion of the game, states' attorney generals, each state has an attorney general who can sue Trump and Musk if their actions violate state laws like fraud, tax evasion, or consumer protection violations. AGs can initiate lawsuits to challenge fraudulent behavior, prosecute misdeeds, and block illegal mergers or deals. Players take on the role of state AGs and must gather evidence, file lawsuits, and fight against corporate corruption from figures like Trump and Musk in the minigame. State resistance has state investigations, where states can launch investigations into Trump's real estate dealings, Musk's business practices, or election interference, which add a layer of pressure for accountability. Players may choose to focus on areas like environmental laws, challenging Musk on Tesla's environmental record or Trump's company's impact on local communities. Corporate fraud. States can investigate Musk's cryptocurrency schemes or Trump's shady business deals. In the state resistance, states can increase their resistance level with state power-up cards, allowing them to temporarily block or slow Musk's game moves. For example, a state could pass legislation to force Musk to reveal financial records or prevent Trump from expanding his business empire in certain regions. The pardon block. Presidential pardon is a special ability that only Trump can use. It allows him to escape the consequences of some of his actions at the federal level. However, states have their own systems and do not have access to this power, creating a potential vulnerability for Trump and Musk when their actions are scrutinized at the state level. Pardon block. No federal protection from states. The pardon power is limited to federal offenses, meaning if Trump or Musk or Trump are caught in the act of a state crime, players who control state-level authorities prosecute them, leading to hefty fines or bans from operating within the state. While the presidential pardon is powerful on the federal level, if the states work together, they can create a no-escape zone for Trump and Musk, meaning they can be shut out of lucrative business opportunities in markets if they fail to comply with local laws. The insurrectionists. The rioters from January 6th attack are a unique part of the game. They were used by Trump as pawns to disrupt the political system, but in the corruption game, they serve as loyal followers who can be used to manipulate and intimidate opponents. They also represent the chaotic and violent side of Trump's influence, which can destabilize the game's rules. The insurrectionists. Trump, in his quest to solidify power, can mobilize these rioters as a mob force. This gives him the ability to challenge and intimidate state authorities, other political figures, and even the public by inciting fear and chaos. Trump can call on the mob force to disrupt state courts, local investigations, or prevent state officials from carrying out their duties by intimidating or harassing them. Post-pardon events, some of the rioters have been pardoned by Trump in the game. These pardoned rioters now function as wildcards who are immune from prosecution. They can be activated by Trump to gather support or intimidate opponents at key moments. Pardon cards can be played to allow these rioters to infiltrate state investigations, create disinformation campaigns, or disrupt legal proceedings. Trump can use these cards to effectively delay or derail justice, forcing state players to spend extra resources to control the chaos. States that are trying to bring Trump or Musk to justice can use anti-mob power cards to counteract the rioter influence, either by passing stronger laws or using security forces to protect courts and legislatures. If Trump continues to rely on the rioter's wild card to create chaos and disrupt accountability, the states will need to team up to counteract his moves. Otherwise, Trump and Musk can use the resources to outmaneuver state power by leveraging their influence and celebrity status. With the powers of the state and the threat of legal action, Trump and Musk will need to carefully balance their actions between federal protection and state vulnerability. They can rely on chaotic tactics, like using the rioters, to disrupt investigations, but state AGs, local legal authorities, and even public backlash can derail their plans. The presidential pardon allows Trump to escape certain consequences at the federal level, but is powerless against state-level actions. If states are coordinated, they can chip away at Trump and Musk's operations, slowly building the case for true accountability. Ultimately, the game hinges on whether Trump and Musk can continue to manipulate the system, or whether the states can assert their power and reclaim control. These expanded game mechanics, the state resistance, the pardon block, and the insurrectionists, discussed previously, add a whole new layer of the corruption game with power battles between local and federal systems, legal and social chaos, and the potential for mob-like intimidation or resistance. Will the states rise to hold the corrupt to account, or will Trump and Musk influence lead to a fractured system where no one is safe from their game? Thank you for watching part 3 of my version of the 2025 game of corruption. We will see new rules come out more often than we would like, so stay tuned. Please like and subscribe for more.